Oh man. Oh, they probably see the bear shit.
Hey, bet.
And they're screaming and yelling and yeah, it's bear shit.
Yeah. And fresh one, huh?
Yeah. That's not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be right here.
Right here?
Yeah. And we'll deliver it. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have an exciting day today, for me anyways. We're checking out a brand new lake, one I've never been to, and I've got really good reports from a couple different sources. Number one, the internet, of course. Number two, I heard a little bird, or I always talk to people on the way on these paths going up and down to these lakes. Ask them how everything's going and see what else they know, see what kind of information I can glean off them for other lakes and stuff. And this one's good. Anyways, I've got my GPS paths and tracks all locked in. It took me a little while yesterday to find the best path. Did my research on what the path is actually going to look like. It's looking like it's going to be about 7.5 kilometers one way. Probably 4.5, 4.6 or 7 miles. So the first 6 kilometers of that, I guess, or 6.5 kilometers, are pretty much flat. It's about 50 meters of elevation gain, 100 feet. Or sorry, that would end up being about 200 feet of elevation gain. The last kilometer is 400 meters of elevation gain. It's ridiculous. So I'm picking up my buddy and his kid, and I'm picking up my youngest kid. Apparently there's some big fish at the end of this as well. 16 up to 18 inch cutthroats. So apparently they're supposed to be pretty good quality up there. We're on now.
All geared up. Camera.
I got a drone.
What is a drone?
They should have put an ice cream cone on that instead of a phone. Because that's how good that ice cream is. You play golf? No. To be honest with you, I have one really expensive hobby already.
We ate groundhogs.
You're gonna have to again.
If they kick me out without the package.
Yep. You're gonna have to again. Get used to pikeheads and groundhogs.
At least it wouldn't be a shock to me.
I'm getting sick of you guys talking so much back there.
Yeah. Have you ever happened to catch a duck?
Caught a duck? throw the body away and just eat the head?
Oh, I cut the line right away. Okay. It's really tasty. Really.
That lady behind you is really grumpy.
Oh, you can use them for skiing as well?
Yeah, or for snow, sorry.
Walking on snow.
All right, so we're reset and we're ready to go. So beautiful waterfall. We're on the right track. This is all part of the review going in. So this trail's pretty not too bad. It's easy to follow so far. So let's keep carrying on. For a mountain stream like this, basically like with a glass surface, because usually there's a decline on it. It's like a raging torrent. You guys
Well,
ready
the
to,
meadows, right? And then
you guys ready to carry on?
oh, you can buy a new reel or something, but a lot of trouble what can happen. You can break it.
I broke 4 over the last.
Oh,
That part along the stream there, that's a little bit with the roots and with the wet. It's not too bad, but this going up here will be the worst.
the last part of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be there. It's talking on you.
I walked through a field of flowers like this, completely loaded with flowers. And you know what else you get with flowers?
Bees and
Bees.
wasps.
That was kind of sketchy walking through. There's bees flying all around. Bumblebees, honeybees. So our lake is up there, I believe. We're at 2,000 meters.
And we should get to.
And we started at 180, 1,800.
We only did 150. So we have another 500 to climb. Don't go too fast. It's my first hike this season.
Only 550 meters to go up, Alex. And we're going down now, so that means we have to make up for it. Looks like a nuclear bomb went through here. Oh, they probably see the bear shit. And they're screaming and yelling and yeah, that's bear shit.
Yeah. That's a fresh one, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Good food, man. It's all those pierogies.
Yeah, now he's all over the show that he's serving that. I just still wrestle easily.
What's that? Let's hope not.
Look how beautiful this is. Big
Well,
from here.
you wait till we get up there.
So you're right in the middle of it. All the flowers you see grow.
Oh man. Well, with the rain, that means that the mosquitoes are thankfully gone. I don't think I've seen them that thick. Except for last night, it might be. I went for a walk after supper last night, and I was covered in those bastards. They smell too much like city. That's not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be right here.
Right here?
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't matter how many reviews, how many articles you read. It just, you're never prepared for what you see at the top. It's never what you expect. Oh man, look at the ice on there. Again, it's middle of July and I wasn't expecting that. Oh, well, you know what, if we have this much ice down here, that top one's going to be full of ice, I bet.
Oh, it's no fishing then?
On here?
Yeah.
We'll fish this. I think it's a marmot.
Where?
It's just up there. Keep your eyes open for marmots. They'll eat your sandwich. Direction, and then that slides up. In my particular case, I've got a little hook on here that holds the line in place. Now, that thing's a little bit sketchy because it can damage the line, so I feel it.
Be careful.
I feel the line to make sure there's damage, and I give it a tug to make sure it doesn't break. Then I thread it. Oh man, this is a thing after a hike, you're a little bit shaky, eh? I am anyways.
Okay.
I can see that. You do good. You do really good. You're a goat. This is too easy for you. Here I was worried about him, and it was you.
You were worried about me?
Yeah, I was worried about what it's going to be like for you. But it's Alex I had to worry about. Okay, so to cast this, what you're doing is you want to have your line at the top.
And then you release it.
Okay, and then it can't go back anymore. And then you put your pointer finger on it, holding the line. Set your bail open. And then what happens is when you swing it back, right when you get over top of your head, right when you're starting to move forward past the top point, that's when you let go of this. Okay? And then you let it go, you keep it open, and then in order to close the bail, you then start reeling in, and that closes the bail and allows it to reel in.
So you don't have to.
How far it should be, like very close to the tip,
Yeah, I'm about 5 inches away.
like this?
Yeah. And then like that, your line is up here. And then when you're casting, you're letting go right now, and then it lobs it. So watch how I do this, nice and slow. You don't want to do it too soon because it goes straight up, and you don't want to do it too late because it'll go straight down.
Okay.
So go like this. And I set the bail early so that it wouldn't, all that line wouldn't keep coming out with the wind.
You mean that they come in batches?
I think so, yeah. But
They go like on
I
the-
think when the ice is like this, they hang around certain spots. Give me a fish. So this is
It's going there.
this is an 18-inch fish.
When is
It's
it
54,
This is the keeper.
halfway to 40. Yeah. Like that's a really nice size cutty for a mountain lake.
I mean, it wouldn't go any bigger.
In a lot of lakes, they're not even close to that size. They're small.
What are some other species that you can catch?
Up here,
Yeah,
just cut through.
it's just cut through.
Once in a while, they might stock rainbows, but this cold water, the cutties really like that. This is gorgeous lake. You know, we're really far behind this year. I think it's weeks behind in terms of where winter ended and summer started. But we got one on the day, and it's a real nice size. So let's get some more of these. That was a good battle too. Got one. Oh, they're strong in here. Even bigger. Huge. Oh, this is why we came here, baby. Beautiful. A little bit risky. So my GoPros on the batteries. Gotta go get the batteries. So I'm trying to, I gotta capture this. Deliver it. What I might do is I'll give you a larger one, and they might go for that. I'll give you a larger one with some weight so you can have a little bit better cast. How can you complain about having a waterfall and you're in the midst of a glacial bowl? Yeah, whenever I go fishing, I don't care about the hiking, or I didn't care about the hiking. It's all about the fishing. Just obsessed. Couldn't care less about mountain names. And now when I go out with like people like yourself, now I feel like a complete buffoon not knowing that stuff. Okay, you know what? I have a hunch that they're all along that rocky shore. I know they're there, so I have to go. It's calling me. So I'll go experiment. Or not. Jax, give him a hand. Make sure it doesn't get off. Get it on the shore, Alex, so you don't lose it. Nice work.
I'll just have a look.
All right, now what we do is we go like this. This here, like that, and then, and now you can go string it up. You saw how I strung it up, right? Just force the string in there, unravel it. Nice work, buddy.
It's about like 16.
Oh, that's 18, 20. Gorgeous. That's a trophy cutthroat. Because normally they're only for the mountains, you know.
And I have like a pinkish belly.
That's a spawning color, yeah. And when they're in full spawn, it's full pink down here. And then that just lights up neon like it is.
How big they can go?
I caught a 6-pound one.
Like
last month. Yeah, huge. It was big.
That's a trophy, not this.
Yeah. Good work, man. Go string it up before it dies and rots.
Well, I learned how to cast it on the fellas.
Nice.
And the second cast I got it.
Oh yeah, like that's really good for your first cast. Now reel it in, fairly good. Okay, so we've caught 4 fish. There's 4 of us here in this particular lake. You're allowed a limit of 1 fish, and it has to be over 16 inches or 40 centimeters. So what we've done in order to get these fish in the Ziploc bags is we will fillet them later, or we might even just cook them whole. But the best thing to do is to remove the heads and take the guts out so that they stay fresher the longer down the trail. And then we're going to stop and pick up some ice to kind of keep them a little bit more fresh, so we have a couple of they're better on our couple hours drive home. Let's start now so that these things don't get too rotten and decrepit on us by the time we get home, so that they're edible. 3 waterfalls joining into one. Hopefully that captures in the camera. That's an awesome. Paradise. They're badass. All right, so I have everyone dropped off. Just on my way back out of town here to go help my mom out a little bit. But I just want to summarize how this day went. I guess we can begin with the hike. The hike was, I guess, what was it? 7.5 kilometers, probably 4.5 miles long. And the vast majority of that is through meadows, and it's walking beside a stream. That stream is actually a little bit sketchy because there's a lot of up and down, and there's a lot of roots that you have to climb over or sidestep around, and those roots can be really, really slippery. On top of that, there's a lot of wet terrain around that area. But man, oh man, that stream was beautiful. You got waterfalls, you got rapids, it's pristine, totally clear water. The bad part of that trail, starting at 6.5 kilometers and all the way up to the first lake, oh man, that's some pretty steep hiking. It's not the fishing itself. We got to the lake. The lake had ice on it, and it's past mid-July already. So once again, we're shooting hooks, landing them on top of the ice, and then dropping them over the edge to catch a few of the cutthroats. What I'm finding is with these cutthroats and with these fish is that I think the water's that cold that they're still a little bit sluggish, and they're not going crazy like they normally would be once all the ice would be off and once the water's warmed up. So that ice was on there, it was significant, and then the rain came up, the wind came up and started blowing that ice shelf all the way around, moving positions. So I had a really good day with my son and with my friend and his son. It's awesome. I love doing that. And as for future stuff here, what's happening here is all this rain that's coming around, it's blowing out all the streams around here. So it's kind of forcing me to do these lake trips. I might go south and try some stream fishing down there where it possibly hasn't been blown out by all these rains. You see, what happens with the rain is once it rains too much, you get all this field runoff, you get higher levels, and you get dirty water, and then the fishing, for lack of a better word, sucks. It's not worth doing. So I need to do something different though. I might want to bike in somewhere or bring a belly boat, just to give you guys a bit of a variety of all the different stuff that I do. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us again on a wonderful adventure. Stay tuned. I hope to see you again. Bring you out to another one of these crazy things that I do on almost a daily basis. So take care, and we'll see you next one.